I wanted to say, when you asked me to do this, I wanted it to be 50-50, me and Afsoon, because it's about the book, and the book is very much 50-50 me and Afsoon, although the drawings make the book. She won't have it, but they do. And Afsoon is very brave in that she travelled from Tehran and her home and left her family and her friends behind to escape the nasty regime that's in Iran and Tehran, which is her home. And she made the journey, and she's there as an illegal immigrant because her visa's run out. She doesn't want to go back to Iran. She wants to come to this country. And I'm sure when you speak to her, that will come over. But I would like this documentary to support her as much as anything else, if at all possible, and just to raise a zoomed in situation. I'm sure there's other women in a similar plight in Iran and Tehran that maybe haven't been brave enough to leave. But she's on her own in Georgia. She's working as an artist. She's got a degree in textiles, and she's doing some textile design. She's making an animated video for an Iranian musical artist at the moment, which is great, but I know she struggles for income, which is why I'm sending her all of the proceeds from the book. And really I want to lift Afsoon up. Sometimes she's not in a good place, and so it helps to do whatever we can to make her life easier. And the image that's on the front of the album is of her in a pile of leaves, and when I said I liked that image, she said, "They're all my dreams, Patrick." And so I said, let's take a couple of those leaves and we'll lift them up and see if we can make some good things happen. So yeah, Afsoon means a lot to me, and it'd be great to see her get what she wants out of life and bloom as an artist as well.
I've been drawing for many years, since my childhood. Although I was studying mathematics in high school, I decided to change my field and enrolled in the university to take the art exam. I was accepted in textile design, which wasn't directly related to paintings and illustrations, but was still very fascinating. We had a professor who introduced me to amazing world of the symbols and mythology, and which had the greatest impact on my life and my work. Weaving taught me to be patient and pay the price for my mistake by going back and start it over again. And also taught me that maybe we don't have much choice for the warp of the fabric, but still we can use more color and design in our lives with the weft.
Whether that's by coming to this country or staying in Georgia, I'm not sure yet, but we shall see. We met on Instagram, and it was Afsoon that suggested doing a book, and I sent her the songs, the lyrics to the songs as poems, and she did a drawing for each of the lyrics, and I didn't constrain her or tell her how I wanted things or anything. She just drew them, and they all were absolutely brilliant. They all suited.
Meeting Patrick made me very happy, knowing that someone, an amazing artist like Patrick, had seen my work and connected with it was very encouraging for me, because I often felt invisible and trapped in a limbo where the only way to cope with this situation was to work. And knowing him was a glimmer of hope. Thank you, dear Patrick.
So I was in awe of Afsoon when I first met her, because her art was incredible, is incredible. And I didn't think she'd want to collaborate with me at all, but she really did. She liked the music, and she could see what I could see in it as well, so it was fantastic to get that collaboration going. It took us a while toing and froing for the album art before we realised we wanted to do a book together. And then to fund it, I put a crowdfunder in place, and we raised about £2,500 to produce the book and get the book designed and printed. What I really wanted the book to do was raise Afsoon's profile and get her some notoriety because of the situation that she was in Iran. So she was in a very difficult position, demonstrating against the oppressive regime that's out there, and became so frightened by it that she left, and she went to Georgia as a refugee, as an illegal immigrant. And so the book was kind of in recognition of that, and really trying to support her and advertise her work in a way that she would want, and get her some recognition for the beautiful work that she does. So that's kind of ongoing. So any sales from the book go straight to Afsoon, and we're still planning to bring her over whenever she can sort out a visa to travel. So it's still on the cards. I've still got some money from the crowdfunder to bring her over. So that the main reason the book was for Afsoon, but it's also been a brilliant collaboration to cut across Cornish and Iranian cultures, and realise how close they are when you think of them in terms of the seasons and nature that we celebrate with the turning of the wheel in the different pagan seasons and things, and that's brought us closer together as well.
I think you already know about the condition in Iran, and also about the strictness of Iranian government, about the hijab rules and do and don'ts. I really try hard to not to cry, and always fear and anxiety was the big part of our lives, and it's not easy to deal with.
Dhorn kolon is the name of the book in Cornish, which means of hands and hearts, and the title is how we both work with our hands, and our hearts are in our creativity and bring the two cultures together. This was the first image that I saw of Afsoon's, and I was immediately drawn to it because I've got a song called Laid Under Leaf, Under Branches, but there's a deeper meaning. When I started talking to Afsoon, these leaves are all her dreams, and they've all fallen away because of the rubbish time that she was having in Tehran. So I said to her, we pick a couple of these leaves up and collaborate and make something positive and good out of the situation that she was in.
Migration is a painful issue in my eyes. I think no one willingly wants to leave the homeland forever. And people can't fly like birds, and that's why they lack the sense of freedom and liberation as birds have. I see people as kind of plant, and we come from soil, put down roots, and after growing in the darkness of the earth, emerge to the light and continue to grow, branching out and living. And some of us even bear the fruits and flowers of our lives. We experience winter and autumn and become wrinkled and colorless. And that's why I see the migration as a kind of death, the transition from one world to another. When we are pulled from the place we are, we can no longer exist as what we were. We become something else entirely. And Iran is more insecure and darker than ever. But we all still waiting for another sunrise and hope one day will come